lessons, planning effectively for a sustainable future in the model. A telling off for the Education Secretary, heckled as she spoke in front of the National Association of Head Teachers. I always want to hear your views on how together we can achieve educational excellence everywhere. Thank you for listening. An uncomfortable Q&A put Nicky Morgan on the spot.
Are you in charge of the department or is Nicky?
Her sharp response baffled many. I'm not going to dignify that sexist remark with a comment.
There's been so much change in education over the last few years that probably what we've got at this moment in time is it's enough. We've been running schools and running them very, very well, and what we want is our place at the table to try and convince them that actually we need to be left to get on and run our schools and run them very well as we do.
There's no escaping the fact that Nicky Morgan is struggling to sell her ideas to the very people she needs to have on side, the teachers. And the anger, the frustration, it boils down to two key areas that many here have genuine concerns about: academies and assessments.
Some parents have had enough. Thousands are expected to take their children out of school for one day next week as part of the Let Our Kids Speak Kids campaign. Many feel that tests taken by 6- and 7-year-olds go too far.
Campaigners and parents and teachers and head teachers do not believe we should be taking our children through these very rigorous tests. But we're not against testing per se. We're not against in-classroom assessments for 6- and 7-year-olds. We understand that this data is important. What we are against is this very new, narrow curriculum that has been imposed upon our 6- and 7-year-olds this year, which our children are not prepared for.
On the shop floor, many heads are unhappy as the government pushes through with its plans to turn every school into an academy by 2022.
She talked this morning about choice, but the choice is you choose to be an academy. That's not our understanding of choice. We want to work together. We just don't want to necessarily be driven down this one route. There is seldom one answer to all problems.
Nicky Morgan told her teachers she's willing to listen, but as she left the stage to silence, there was frustration, with many feeling their voices aren't being heard. Katie Spencer, Sky News in Birmingham.